Today is the monthly meeting of the Illinois Orchid Society, and I'm going to try to show off my blooming orchids while I pack up some plants for the show table. Both this Oncidium Wildcat, or Colmenar Wildcat, and this Richard Mueller are still in bloom from back when I sent them to the Eastern Iowa show, but I don't think I want to take these to the meeting today because the blooms are rather old. I also have a fading Potanarahoku gem here. This is Kaboom by Fire Fantasy, and you can see that the second spike has opened up with two flowers, kind of wonky petals. This Red Cloudcara After Dark by Orchid Glade is still opening up here, and so I don't think it will be going to the meeting today. This Oncidium Francine has two buds not open and only one flower open. I don't think I'm gonna take it. And my Oncidium Suco Marguerite, I don't know how to say it, Siku Marguerite, and my Oncidium Gold Dust are still working on, they're spiking, and there are some buds. Obviously, it's still just a mass of potential, so it's not going today. I've got, Tyrose by Richard Mueller with buds. The second one that I have that behind there with another set of flowers. I think that's a separate plant, yeah. And, but that one has two spikes open, so maybe I'll take that one. My Golden Peacock, really not enough flowers to go. And I think that one is, Mossier by Richard Mueller back there. Here's Triumphans by Richard Mueller. The flowers are really fading on it. You can see some damage from when it went to Eastern Iowa. It's not gonna go today. Here's my, 2021 High Desert Orchids project plant, Potanara Dean's Gold. One flower, not too excited about it. It doesn't seem to be very floriferous, and the petals are really kind of weirdly recurved. And I'm probably gonna sell it at the spring show, and I don't think I will take it today to the meeting. Right here is Brassivola Goldfinch, and it has, I believe, 5 flowers open and 1 bud. I took it to judging yesterday, but they passed on it. The flowers are a little cupped. I don't know if they're going to open up more, but this will go today to the show table. This Habaneria regnieri is opening up. Unfortunately, Pinto has found these and he has taken to eating them, and many of my others are just chewed up. So didn't really get any blooms. I hope they survive. Here's a Medusa that Pinto's, never bloomed. He just chewed the flower spikes off. So that's sad. I think this Tolumnia, Jiraq Dalmatian is pretty much done. It's got a few buds lingering on, but my Little Stars looks pretty nice. I think it will go today. I mean, it's been open a while now. Here's a Brassivola nodosa that I got from H&R. It has a tiny little bit of a colored throat. It is Remar by Gladys. I don't know, it's a little bit, kind of curls in on itself a lot. Blooming a little early is my Chocolate Drop. Probably take that one in. Flowers are all facing that way, so it's hard to see right here. And then of course all these flowers are facing up on this. I think this is, Love Knot KB right here. Hard to see those flowers as well. Here's my George King Southern Cross. I'm pretty sure I've killed my serendipity. I haven't seen it bloom in years. I divided it and it just really never came back. Here's my Pink Treasure by Fink Eniana. It's probably not going to go. It's dry and it's got some damage. Right behind it, probably can't go because it's not open all the way. This is Heidi Kirkpatrick. And then I have right here my Naomi Delight that has no spots, 2 flowers. Over here is a Penang, Calais Penang Black Caesar. Unfortunately, it can't go because it has grown into my golf green hair pig down here. So the 2 pots, this is one pot and this is the other pot. The roots on both of them are intertwined in each other. And so I'm gonna have to basically repot both of them, but like the golf green hair pig is in sheath and I don't want to disturb it because I'd like to see it bloom. So it's basically just too difficult to separate the 2 to take it to the show table. Here's a Fred Clark Cara After Dark Sunset Valley Orchids. I think I'm gonna try to take it. I'll probably have to lay it on some air pillows. Fading but still open is my Rin Tender Sunrise. Here's just 1 flower on this Chirac Canary. Here is the Merino Hava Hollowed Abundance. This is the one that the slugs got to, so I don't think I'm gonna take it, but it's a very nice bloomer and it blooms for me every year. Here I have my room of smelly things. It's all the purple cattleyas that don't bloom in time for the fall shows. This is the 2nd spike of my Adolf Hecker. The Encyclia Radiata that refused to open for the Eastern Iowa show, but also mostly still just in bud, so I don't think I will take it today's meeting either. Here's a Mahina Yahiro, which is just opening up, and it has a 2nd set of buds. And then this is my Rhea Thornburg Heritage right here. It's got 2 really big flowers on it. They're sitting on the radiator, so these guys are getting a little dry. Trying to keep them watered, but they get good sun when the sun is out. And this room is very scenty. It's very fragrant in this room. In my hot box, my Oberonia Cavalieri is blooming, as is this Pleurothallus picta. I can't take the picta to the show table because I only got it in September, and we have a sort of unofficial or official rule that you'd own something 6 months. But what's really sad is if you can see how many flowers are on it. Yesterday when I was watering, I dropped another plant on it and I broke off 3 of the spikes. So there went, what, 10 to 15 flowers? So it's less floriferous now. And my Makotis Patola decided to spike, and I don't know if the flowers will make it to open because the plant is now dying. It's like the stem is shriveling up for reasons I don't understand, and I don't think it's gonna make it. So I didn't look up earlier, but I've got an Oncidium of some kind back there in bloom, and my Shari baby is also in bloom, and this Cochleata is in bloom. So I'll have to decide. Oh, and Halyar is done, and I think this is a Miltasia of some kind that's in bloom. I think Shelob, 2nd blooming for this year. And I have this Cattleya walkeriana that's in bloom, growing it in this basket. All right, the iOS has these rules against videotaping at our meetings. So I thought that I would walk quickly through the tropical greenhouse and show some of the orchids that are in bloom here at the Chicago Botanic Garden, and use that as my substitute for not showing you the orchids that other members of the iOS brought in. Oh, look at that Cattleya, it's gorgeous. And this is an Ionopsis right here. And then there's a Cattleya. There's another big giant purple vanda up top. Oh, it doesn't look like there's anything in bloom on that tree. But here's a Dendrobium. Here's another Dendrobium on the other side of the tree. I think this is an Oncidium. I can't find a tag. Here's some really huge Cattleyas and a Phragmipedium. And more Cattleyas. You can really see there's a lot more variety now that they've got an orchidarium going here. Unfortunately, things still don't seem to have tags that I can read. Here's another Phragmipedium. Oh, this is a Bessier. I don't know what that. Oh, this is a Cattleya memoria something. Wara Catatonia memoria something. Oh, look at this. It's very long. Dendrobium, antelope type. Here's a Latoria type Dendrobium. Here are some big honkin' vandas. And I think this might even be the one from the fall show. There's another sweep of Spathoglotis down here. I think these might be permanent plantings inside the greenhouses. So here's 2/3 of the plants that I took with me to the Orchid Society meeting. I'm keeping the bag on them so that Pinto can't crawl inside to get them before I can put them away. But it's cold. It was snowing last night, flurries, and so I put a bag over my plants to protect them from the cold today. And some of them got ribbons. And I also took, as you can tell, this Chlorophyllid here is not in bloom, plants for the raffle, but it turns out that we didn't have a raffle today. So I had taken some Cattleya orchideas plants that the iOS owns for the raffle, and we didn't have a raffle, so they had to come home. But here are some of the ones that went. A much better view of that Secret Love right there. And then this one I did take the little stars, and that's the Adolf Hecker right there. So it's too bad that I couldn't take any video of our show table, which was pretty impressive today, and there were just tons of miniatures. And so if you loved miniatures, today was a great day for them. And that's my Sunday.